And what's up, everybody? I'm back with another movie review. Today, I'm reviewing Pixels, released in 2015, I believe. This is the last from the video game marathon that we did. Cool. Yeah. This was the only one going in that I had previously seen. I remember seeing it in the theaters. And I remember actually a decent amount about it after giving the movie as we were rewatching the movie, a lot of things were starting to come back to me. I can't snap my fingers because I have my fingers swollen. I don't know why it is. It just is. So I can't really like snap my fingers very much. I can do it fine on this hand, but not this hand. Not much. But yeah, Pixels. It's an Adam Sandler, Kevin James movie. I totally had forgotten Kevin James was in this, but before I talk more, let's just get right into it, shall we? Kevin James as the president, by the way, that's a choice. A weird choice, but it is a choice. Though I have to say, he's really funny in this. Like, I totally forgot he was even in this movie. I knew Adam Sandler was in it. I didn't know Kevin James was in it. He does a really, really good job in this movie. He is actually pretty funny, which isn't always the case for Kevin James movies. I think he's usually pretty funny, but I didn't know what to expect because I didn't remember he was in it. And I was pleasantly surprised. He's actually pretty good. That whole divorce talk scene was crazy because like they gave this family like a really shitty backstory. I didn't feel like it needed to be that deep, but it did. Like, did you really have to have the husband run off with a 19-year-old Pilates instructor? Don't think you did, but you did anyways. And then how about Adam Sandler? There was definitely a quota of time that they had to have Adam Sandler on screen. That was pretty evident at the beginning of the movie when there was a shot of him like talking into the closet, but we couldn't see him. But there was a mirror that we could see him in, even though we weren't supposed to see him. But they like crazily positioned a mirror so that we had to see him. It was not necessary, but that has a quota. As far as his acting job in this movie, it honestly looked like he did not want to be there. It honestly looked like he just hated being there. He had some hits though, but also some misses. He was a little bit of each. Let's blow up Google. That was a line in this movie that I thought stood out. And then Ludlow gets involved, and he is hilarious. A hilarious introduction. They call it Cracker and Magina? The fuck? The fuck was going on there? Then also 4chan moment and Radio Shack moment. Radio Shack had pretty much already gone out of business at the time of this movie came out. I was very surprised that Radio Shack got brought up in this movie. And then also England moment, and they call him a Yank. Yank. I can't do a British accent right now, but Yank. Yonkers. Also, a really wild product placement for Crystal Skull vodka. Dan Aykroyd's vodka. Was that necessary? Sure. I don't know, but that was wild to me. And then again, another Peter Dinklage appearance. He portrays Billy Mitchell, who apparently sued this movie. I did not know that, but then Noah told me that he sued the movie. Insane that they decided to have him portrayed. They also had the creator of Pac-Man portrayed in this movie. Not the actual guy, but that was pretty wild. And then another choice in this movie to have a three-way with Serena Williams and Martha Stewart. Do I need to say more? Good, because I'm moving on. I liked Hubert in this movie. He was pretty funny. Lighthearted character. I always liked Hubert. He's pretty cool. So that's funny. There was some really cool symbolisms with the government, because the government just decided that this was the perfect time to throw these big parties when another attack from the gaming gods was imminent. And of course it backfires on them, because why wouldn't it? Kind of like a real government, you know? And the random Obama name drop at the end of the movie, which was crazy. He was also in office when this movie came out, so did he approve it? Did he not? I don't know. Speaking of the government, by the way, I think it would have been a much better path for the world if Kevin James had become president after Obama. I'm just saying. And yeah, there's a lot of cool video game references in the movie as well. With the Pac-Man one was cool. The duck hunt. There was just a random duck hunt thing. They never really expanded on that. There's here's your trophy, and then they show duck hunt, and then never again. That was weird. What are some other cool ones? They had Tetris. That was funny. And then the whole thing with the hot girl, and Hubert becomes the hot girl, and yeah, and then they just make out with Hubert. Okay. Overall, though, this is a movie that was better than I remember it. I don't know why my parents thought it was a good idea to take me to this movie when I was 11-ish. But I remember liking it then, but I liked it more now. Maybe it's just because I understood more of the references. Maybe it was because I'm a more veteran movie watcher now. Maybe it's because I was just coming off of watching Wreck-It Ralph 2 and the Angry Birds movie back to back, so this movie prevented me from literally going fucking insane. So there's that. But it was good. Better than I remember. So I was pleasantly surprised. It was nice to have a pleasant surprise for once on this day. So, but that's going to do it for this movie review. My final score for Pixels, I'm going to have to give it a good 7 out of 10. Enjoyed it. Not the best movie I've seen, but still pretty solid. So that's going to do it, though, for this review. If you've ever seen Pixels, I'd love to know your thoughts about it in the comment section down below. And that's going to do it for this video as well. So stay tuned for much more amazing content, including more movie reviews and other awesome stuff. And until next time, see you guys later. Goodbye.